Peace and prosperity, everyone. This is the first chapter of the first part of a series of slideshow video productions I'll be presenting to illustrate the tremendous benefits of the present and future enterprises that will be controlled by EdSpread Collective. These enterprises are very progressive and are designed to improve the plight of Earth and man. They will be covered in basic detail here and in complete detail in their own separate series of videos in upcoming days. I'm seeking partners to help establish and develop those enterprises. More on this will be discussed later. Before I give further details, I wish to inform the audience that the basic operations of these enterprises have already been documented in a printed booklet and that a copyright has been obtained for that booklet, with its title being EdSpread Collective Partnership Booklet. Though the messages in this production are aimed primarily at a U.S. audience, anyone anywhere in the world can benefit from the contents presented. We are now at a stage where we'll have to decide if our future socioeconomic activity will continue to lead to increased class disparity, where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, or whether it will lead us onto the high road of benevolent industrial activity that's in harmony with a balanced and equitable socioeconomic structure as well as with ecological compatibility. We must begin to apply our commercial and industrial endeavors and our basic direction in general in such a way as to preserve the natural environment which sustains us, construct a stronger, more equitable socioeconomic base, and to avert the disasters and catastrophes that inevitably present themselves whenever man fails to heed salient warning and enact proper planning. If you learn nothing more from my presentations, never forget this essential fact. Until the resources of the globe are distributed equitably, the world can never know peace. If the masses cannot obtain what they need for a comfortable existence, then they will inevitably strive to overthrow the forces which restrain or oppress them. And, as you know, these are the individuals and entities most likely to make society more dangerous for those blessed with the more comfortable status in life. Plus, let us never forget the societal pains and plagues that inevitably surface when one portion of the body of the masses is accommodated while other portions are neglected and left to decay. Consequently, the best plans we can make as a species are those that seek to elevate and incorporate as large a segment of the masses as possible, making them feel secure, contributory, and prosperous. Progressive economics is the key, and my self-proclaimed definition of progressive economics is this: economic activity that elevates the whole while rewarding the capable and motivated, with the whole being the general populace and the capable and motivated being those who initiate the process and assume the risks associated with entrepreneurial and industrial endeavors. Progressive economics is high-tech industry that, instead of giving exorbitant bonuses to its executives, will set up a fund to provide free training for its workers or scholarships for future workers to maintain a capable workforce to keep the nation strong in talented personnel. It's healthcare that will charge lower prices to make medicine more accessible to users, or that's willing to subsidize health clinics, allowing lower-income people to keep a watch over their health on a regular basis so that they don't become significantly ill and thereby need extensive later-stage care in the first place. It's the ecological-minded vehicle manufacturers who will give economic incentives for switching from fossil energy to renewable energy, and who will contribute time and resources to constructing a support infrastructure to increase the capabilities and conveniences of renewable energy vehicles, while also making the whole transitional process convenient and affordable for the consumer base. But, most of all, progressive economics is the people in general working in collaboration to accomplish constructive tasks that are mutually beneficial and that spread the financial and laborious burdens in amounts comfortable for all participants to bear. I sometimes also call it evolved economics because what better indication of evolution is there than a society in which the masses are socioeconomically stable, all entrepreneurial and industrial activity is in harmony with nature, and societal cohesion dominates the atmosphere rather than socioeconomic disparity and sectarian fragmentation. We must abandon this predatory stage of mankind which we now occupy. This dog-eat-dog mentality has set our nerves on edge and has traumatized our spirits. It has kidnapped our humanity and replaced it with a rapacious need for excessive materialistic acquisition that renders us subjects to corporate greed and rivals to one another. Our lives become consumed with beating the system to survive rather than enjoying the moments we have on this earth to dwell in each other's company and thrive and flourish in a wholesome atmosphere of camaraderie. Yes, this Tyrannosaurus age of man must come to an end. It's now time to evolve to a more collective mentality, with the ultimate goal of each and every one of us being that of making great societies for everyone to live in, rather than constructing grand mansions reserved for the few. Before I continue, let it be known, I am not against individual prosperity or private enterprise. So, put your mind at ease regarding any hammer and sickle aspersions you may want to throw my way. What I am against is socioeconomic disparity, whether generated from private or governmental endeavor, that results in class status diversion so drastic it impedes the ability of a significant sector of society to comfortably exist and function. Capitalism is great, as long as it's practiced to include giving others a hand up rather than a slap down. I'm Keith Anderson, founder of EdSpread Collective, also known as edspread.com, an umbrella organization in development that will house multiple enterprises dedicated to allowing the people to work together entrepreneurially or to accomplish constructive objectives. Its motto, collective action for collective rise. EdSpread Collective, which I'll shorten to ASC, will practice its version of progressive economics by establishing enterprises allowing participants to collectively perform functions on a more united basis, and oftentimes on a much larger scale by pooling their dollars, thereby saving them money on an individual basis. Certain ASC enterprises will allow participants to add surcharges onto their standard fees. Participants paying those surcharges will have their status elevated or will gain other benefits, and those surcharges will be contributed toward charitable and progressive causes or toward the benefit of other participants. ASC originally got its name from my idea of persuading newspaper advertising representatives to sell me full-page ads at a discount, whereupon I would sell smaller or brokered ads within those full pages to advertisers. Therefore, the ads would be spread collectively across the full pages, hence the name. The first such attempt to launch ASC failed due to lack of respondents resulting from my lack of resources with which to promote the project. However, by including additional and more diverse enterprises, there will be more opportunities for it to succeed. The first enterprise to become active is ScentList, a marketing site dedicated to helping the little guy get ahead and to green commerce. Even though it places special emphasis on supporting green commerce and fair trade, any honest and trustworthy seller or merchant selling any legal and acceptable items or services can become a member, whether he or she is green or not so green, so long as he or she is honorable when dealing with customers. In the future, besides marketing, it will also become a networking site where you can connect and thereby network with others for various purposes besides selling or buying. Also, dating or a personals category would eventually be added in the further future. This concludes Chapter 1 of Part 1 of the AdSpread Collective Introduction. To continue, see AdSpread Collective Introduction Part 1, Chapter 2. If it isn't available now, it will be soon.